So recession, a positive statement, economists are very specific. It's 2 consecutive quarters of declining real output, so this is negative growth. Remember, we talked about receding hairline, water's receding after a flood, it's closing, getting smaller. So this includes declining real incomes and rising unemployment. So a recession can last for 6 months, a Great Recession lasted years in the United States, and a depression, this is a normative statement, it's just a long recession. And there's no specific here, it's just kind of a bad recession. So the business cycle, we have in the U.S. economy, we have this growth trend line going up, and we have booms and busts, booms and busts. So we have a recession followed by a recovery, a recession followed by a recovery. In your lifetimes, we had the 2001 recession, which was caused by the dot-com bubble, 9/11, and the Enron scandal. And then we kind of bottomed out and recovered. And then obviously 2008 was a much longer, severe recession. And now we're kind of in the peak right now. We need a model to measure to be able to display and show and manipulate recessions and fluctuations in our economy. So we have the AAAS, this is called, you'll hear me say this, the AS-AD LRAS model. And on this axis we have price level. So let's say right now it's February 4th, 2019. This is the price level of the United States. If price level increases, let's say this is where we are and we go up here, that would show inflation. If it decreases, this is where we are, we go down, it would show deflation. So that's how we measure inflation here. Real output, this is the amount of goods and services produced within an economy. If we are making more goods and services, we need more workers. So output and unemployment have a inverse relationship. So the more we make, the less unemployment. The less we make, the more unemployment. Aggregate demand. Aggregate just means total. This is the total amount of demand for goods and services in the United States. It is households, business, government, and foreign, and what they are willing to buy at any single price level. It looks like this. And this is very similar to micro. As price levels fall, output increases. Or demand for output increases, real GDP increases. And there are 3 reasons for this, just like in micro. In micro, we have the income effect. If Coke gets cheaper, people buy quantity demanded. If Coke goes up, because they can afford to buy more. Substitution effect. Pepsi becomes relatively more expensive. They buy Coke, a marginal utility per dollar, a better value. We have 3 reasons why aggregate demand is downward sloping in economics. And they are, the first one, the real interest rate effect. This is probably the most unrelatable, because a lot of us don't have real experience with interest rates, but when price level goes up, real interest rates go up. We will investigate this during the financial unit. When real interest rates go up, that is the price of saving, or it is the value of saving. So when interest rates go up, you get a better return on saving, so you're willing to save more, which means you're spending less. If you make $100, you can either spend it or you can save it, or spend half and save half, or any combination. But any dollars you spend, by definition, you can't save, and vice versa. So when real interest rates go up, more people are going to be saving, which means there's going to be less spending and consumption goes down. Additionally, interest rate is the price of money. It's how much it costs to borrow money. If businesses normally take out loans to expand their business, if the real interest rate goes up, they're going to invest and spend less. So that's reason number 1. This is the hardest to grasp. Reason number 2, very easy, a real wealth effect, just the wealth effect. Let's say R is our real income. It's also our purchasing power. In a given year, if our nominal wages stay the same, because we're salaried, our wages don't change that quickly, and there's inflation in that year, if price levels go up, my real income or my purchasing power goes down. I can't spend as much on goods and services. This is just like the income effect in micro. Then export effect. If price level go up in your country, you're going to buy goods and services from another country. If I can buy a Ford or a Subaru, and Fords get more expensive, and Subarus are the same price, I'll buy a Subaru. So net exports go down, and real GDP go down. Those are all endogenous reasons. That's why the aggregate demand is downward sloping. There are also exogenous reasons which might change CIG or NX. That is not caused by a change in price level. These would be a change in tax rate. This could be population increase, decrease. It could be war. It could be famine. It could be a horrific natural disaster or catastrophe. It could be people's perceived views of the future. They're retiring early, they're retiring late, they're saving more, they're saving less. Trends, any sort of these tax breaks, tax incentives, any sort of these things would shift the entire aggregate.